Hello? Is this the right line account for Clara Hartford?
Yes, can I help you?
Nice to meet you. My name's Judy. I've heard so much about you from Sam. You're Sam's wife, right?
Yes, Sam is my husband. But who are you? Are you one of Sam's employees?
Employee? LMAO, no. I'm his girlfriend.
His girlfriend? You know you're dealing with a married man, don't you? What you are is typically called a mistress, not a girlfriend.
Lol, you've got it all wrong. I'm not Sam's mistress. I'm his true love.
I see. So, what can I do for you, Miss Sam's true love?
Lol, isn't it obvious? I want you to break up with him. Give him a divorce, okay? You're just getting in our way.
Excuse me? How am I getting in your way?
Duh. I can't marry Sam until you divorce him, you dried-up old hag. You're getting in the way of our love. Get it now? LOL.
Yes, it's all very clear now.
Oh, and by the way, I'm pregnant, and Sam's the father.
Is that so?
I'm in my 6th month. You wouldn't want this baby to grow up in a fatherless home, would you? Wouldn't that be sad? So hurry up and give him a divorce, LOL. A rich and powerful CEO like Sam deserves a young and beautiful wife like me. Not an old hag like you.
All right, I've heard your piece. If you're really pregnant, I suppose there's only one thing to do. I'll go and have a talk with Sam. Could you wait for just a moment?
Sure, whatever. But be quick, okay?
Sam, I just got a message from a girl named Judy. She says she's pregnant with your baby.
Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, boy.
I saw her profile picture. She seems quite young. How old is she, Sam?
23, I think.
She's more than 20 years younger than you? You're old enough to be her father. Aren't you a lucky man? I believe I remember you telling me you'd never do this again.
Well, you see, it's like this.
I told you, didn't I? If you ever cheated on me again, we'd be through.
Hey, wait, Clara. I'm really, really sorry. I mean it this time. Please don't do this.
Oh, yes, you're in quite a predicament, aren't you? If the CEO of a company were having an affair with a girl 20 years his junior, that might harm the company's image, wouldn't it? I think the board of directors might like to hear more about this.
No, wait, please. Clara, listen. I totally get it, you're right. But please don't divorce me.
What are you planning to do about that girl, Sam? She's already 6 months pregnant. The baby will be born soon.
Yeah, about that. I was thinking I could pay her child support and make her sign an NDA. That'd solve all her problems, wouldn't it?
That wouldn't solve anything. Ugh, I'm getting tired. She's pregnant, Sam. You need to take responsibility. Divorce me and marry her.
No, Clara, please!
However, I can make this a clean and easy divorce with just one condition.
You can?
The main issue is your affair being uncovered, isn't it? I'll come up with a good reason to have an amicable divorce. All you need to do is marry Judy before the child is born. I won't ask for any punitive damages or alimony. just give me my share of our assets.
Are you sure? Is that really all you want? What's in it for you?
What's in it for me? Getting rid of my lying, cheating husband, for starters. I don't feel like dealing with any more messages from your mistress. Our kids are all already adults, so there's really nothing keeping us together at all now. We'll each take what's ours and part ways.
Really? You're okay with that? Oh wait, what's the one condition? What do you want me to do?
The one condition is this. Don't have any contact with your mistress until the divorce is finalized.
That's really all you want from me?
If you want to hide your affair, it's best to leave as little evidence as possible, right? You can do what you wish with her after the divorce. So, what do you say? Do you agree to my terms?
Yes, of course! Anything to keep my affair from getting out. Clara, I'm really sorry about everything. I hurt you a lot, I know, but... Hey, you're free now, so go and be happy without me.
Yes, indeed, free as a bird. I'll contact my lawyer and have him draw up the divorce papers. I'll send them to you after I sign them.
Got it!
Hello, Judy.
Ugh, finally. What took you so long? So when are you getting divorced?
Let me ask you something first. Do you understand that what you were participating in was adultery? You were in a romantic relationship with a married man.
Of course I know that, but can you really blame me? I just happened to fall in love with someone married to someone else.
That's not the issue. Your adultery has led to me divorcing my husband. You're going to take responsibility for your part.
What do you mean? Do you want money or something?
You're a clever little thing, aren't you? You're aware that legally I'm entitled to receive damages from you. I want you to pay for what you've done.
Oh, okay. Well, how about 60,000?
60,000? My, that is a big number.
I have no idea how much people typically pay. But considering your situation, with you being a dried-up old hag about to get thrown away by her husband, I figured it's the least I could do for you, LMAO. Sure, I'll pay you 60,000. So divorce him already, okay?
My, oh my, aren't you a generous little girl? I want to get this over with as soon as possible, too, but are you sure you can pay $60,000?
Yeah, no problem. Sam's a CEO, isn't he? What's 60,000 to a guy like him? He loves me enough to pay 60,000 for me.
How lovely. Well, if that's what you're willing to pay, I'll accept your offer. You'll pay it in a lump sum, won't you? I'd rather not have the payments drag out over several years.
Yeah, that would suck. After we get married, I never want you to contact us again.
All right, then it's settled. A lump sum payment of $60,000. I'll have my lawyer draw up an agreement. Send it back as soon as you sign it. Once I get that, I'll divorce him right away.
Fine, I'll sign it as soon as I can. So hurry up and divorce him.
My pleasure. The agreement came in the mail yesterday, so I just went to the courthouse to finalize the divorce. As of today, we are officially no longer married.
Yes! It's about time. Now I can live with my rich husband in his huge mansion.
Congratulations. I wish you both the best.
Thanks a bunch. But what are you gonna do now? Now you're just an old woman who got thrown away by her husband. You better make that 60,000 last.
Oh, speaking of which, I had a question for you. Do you mind?
Another question? Sure, fine. You must be so lonely, getting divorced at your age, LMAO. So ask away, lonely old lady.
How nice of you to spare some time for me. I'd like to ask you, how are you planning to pay the $60,000? You said you were planning on getting Sam to pay it for you, but he's penniless.
What?
Sam doesn't have any savings or even any possessions of much value. And you don't seem rich. So I was wondering how you were going to pay.
What? Lol, what are you talking about? He's got that huge house and that awesome sports car. If he's in trouble, he can just sell one.
Both the house and the car are mine, though. They're not Sam's. So I wouldn't appreciate him trying to sell them.
Huh?
He's cheated on me 4 times before now. And every time he's transferred more property into my name.
What? He's had 4 affairs?
Oh, didn't he tell you? Well, I don't suppose he would he? You know how you messaged me gloating about your affair with my husband? That's actually the 5th time this has happened.
No way, you're lying. He said I was the only one.
I've threatened the other girls with lawsuits to make them break up. Or just told them about how he has no money, so they lose interest. And sometimes they just come to their senses when they think about how old he is. I mean, seriously? A girl in her 20s getting hit with a 5-figure lawsuit? And all she gets out of it is a 50-ish guy with no money? It's really not worth it when you think about it.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean he has no money?
I told you, you're his 5th mistress. Every time he cheated, he transferred some of his assets to me. The first time, he gave me his savings from when he was single. The second was all his gold and other valuables. The third time, it was his car and our savings since we've been married. And the 4th time, he put the house in my name. But he's still on the hook for all the loans. So, since we're divorced, what's he got left? His salary, minus the car and home loan payments. He's terrible with money, too. So he doesn't even have much in personal savings.
No, that can't be true.
It is. The savings he gave me for his 3rd mistress was all money I took out of his pay. He hasn't saved a dime on his own since that. The only reason we weren't out on the streets was because I handled his money for him.
Wait, then how am I gonna pay $60,000? I was gonna have Sam pay for it!
Yes, that's what I was trying to ask you earlier. Oh, and I won't let you split it up into monthly payment, so don't bother asking. You might just have to take out a loan. I honestly don't see how it's worth it to you. $60,000 for a guy who'll be a senior citizen when you're just turning 40? Your kid will be graduating high school and he'll be in a nursing home.
Okay, you know what? I've changed my mind. You can have him.
Sorry, I have a strict no returns policy. I expect the $60,000 to be wired by no later than this weekend. Good luck!
Hey, Clara! Why did you say to Judy? She's been messaging me for about an hour about the money.
Oh, she must mean the settlement for your affair. She said she'd pay me $60,000. I guess she was planning on you paying it for her. So I told you that you didn't have any assets. That's all.
You what? Wait, what do you mean I don't have any assets?
Oh, not you two. Come on. You gave them all to me as payment for your previous affairs, remember? Sure, I've let you keep using the car and living in this house. But they're mine, not yours.
Oh,
Oh, good grief, how did I put up with you for so long? Do you know the reason why I agreed to divorce you with just a division of assets? It's because you have nothing left for me to take from you.
hey, listen, Clara, I've been thinking. Can we talk this over one more time?
I have nothing to discuss with you anymore. Our divorce is finalized. You're nothing to me anymore. Shouldn't you be going to get married to Judy right now?
Clara, come on! $60,000? That's ridiculous!
She said she'd pay it. Signed an agreement and everything.
Why is this happening to me?
I think you know why. Anyway, I'll leave you to figure out how to come up with the $60,000. I need to get ready for the big move. Our daughter and her husband said that I could come and live with them in France. So I decided to sell the house and car and move with them.
Huh? France? Wait, her husband? When did she get married?
Oh, yes, you didn't know, did you? She was studying in France around the time of your second affair. When the time came for the wedding, she explicitly refused to invite you. I believe her words were, "That man isn't my father." Oh, and your son is about to have a baby. But you didn't know that either, did you?
Nope.
You only have yourself to blame. Well, hopefully you do better with your child with Judy. Good luck and goodbye. Sam sent me messages periodically after that saying he wants to talk. But I ignored them all and eventually blocked his number. I sold the house and the car right away and stayed at a hotel for a while so I wouldn't have to see him. Sam and Judy had a huge fight over the $60,000 payment to me. Sam said he didn't want to pay it and tried to call off the wedding. So Judy stormed into his company office and exposed their affair. He lost the trust of his employees and even a few large clients. He would have been better off just paying the $60,000. The baby's about to be born. I wonder how they're going to get through this. Not that it's my concern anymore. Once I got my affairs in order, I headed over to France and started my new life with my daughter's family. It's difficult starting over in a foreign country, but I'm enjoying every day. I'm not hurting for money, so I think I'll treat myself to a nice dinner. 5 or 6 days a week.
My ex-girlfriend passed away.
Oh no, really? What happened?
My ex-girlfriend Karen died a sudden death. I'm going to go pay my respects tonight, so I won't be coming home.
But she's your ex-girlfriend, right? Can't you just send a card or flowers? You're her ex-boyfriend. You don't need to pay your respects in person. That would be weird.
But we used to be really close. I want to go see her family directly. Even after Karen and I broke up, we remained close friends. I can't believe that she's gone.
Oh, I can see that you're really upset and you have every right to be, but do you really need to go pay your respects in person? It's a shame she's gone, but I still don't understand why you need to go over to her house. Won't it be uncomfortable for her family?
Why would they be uncomfortable? They love me.
I'm sure that they're grieving privately. Maybe you should just let them be for now. You could attend her funeral, but there's no need for you to visit her house. That's too much. I'm sure that her family will be surprised to see you. They won't be expecting you.
You don't get it. They're like a second family to me. They won't be surprised. I'm close to her parents.
I see. Was Karen married?
No, she wasn't. Why do you ask?
Well, if she was, it would be awkward for her husband to see Karen's ex-boyfriend show up.
Look, you don't have to worry about anything. This is something that I want to do. I'm going, and that's that.
Okay, fine. Since you were close friends, I guess it makes sense that you still want to talk to her family.
I'm going to see if her family needs help with anything. So, if necessary, I'm going to stay with them for more than one night.
I see. I didn't know that you were so close to her family. I kind of thought that you would mention them to me. I mean, we've been married for a while now. So you and Karen were hanging out as friends even after we got married?
Yes, sometimes. I tell you whenever I have plans to go see my friends.
Yes, you do, but you have so many friends, I never know who you're with. This is the first time that I realized that you were still good friends with one of your ex-girlfriends. You could have mentioned that one of your friends was an ex-girlfriend that you were fairly serious about. I'm a little hurt that you failed to mention this to me.
This is not the time for you to be jealous. Karen is dead. Stop being so selfish. I lost a good friend. If anything, you should be comforting me.
Okay, I'm sorry about that, you're right. I'm just surprised to know that you two are so close, but now is not the time to be jealous. Have a safe drive down to Karen's house.
I want to comfort them with my presence. I'm going to help them with the funeral arrangements.
Do you really need to go out of your way to do all that? It's not like Karen was your ex-wife. It's a little weird.
I'm just trying to be there for a family that needs emotional support right now. How's that weird? Why are you trying to make me feel guilty for doing something nice?
That's not what I'm trying to do here. I just don't understand why this is so important to you.
I told you that I'm close to her family as well. I want to help out. Can you imagine losing a daughter when she was still so young? They're devastated.
Yes, I can imagine. So, am I the one being unreasonable here? I just feel like something's not right.
Yes, you're the one acting nuts.
You really think so? Do you have enough clothes with you? Do you need me to bring you anything?
That's okay, I have enough. You don't need to drive out here. It'll just make things complicated.
But Karen was only a friend, right? I don't think that it would be weird for me to go over and hand you some extra sets of clothing. It's really not a problem for me. Tell me where you are right now.
I'm in the next town over, but you don't need to come. I don't need extra clothes. Just leave me alone. I can take care of myself. Karen left us so early that I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. I want to help out with the funeral, and once that's over, I'll come home. You didn't even know her. You don't need to get involved.
Okay, fine, but there's no need for you to be so cold to me. I was only trying to help. I had no idea that you cared so much about Karen. I would have liked to meet her. Let me know if you need anything from me then. Harry, tell me what's going on.
What do you want? I'm busy. Don't text me unless it's an emergency.
What are you busy with?
You can't be serious. Karen's funeral, you idiot. I told you that.
Yes, you did.
I'm at a funeral. Don't text me.
Why are you the one hosting the funeral? It doesn't make any sense.
Huh?
You were acting strange, so I decided to come to the funeral as well. I was shocked to see that you were the one hosting the funeral, so I left, and now I'm trying to calm down at a nearby cafe. I went to Karen's funeral, and for some reason, my husband was the host. It doesn't make any sense. You need to explain to me. And then you said, "Thank you for coming to my wife Karen's funeral." Harry, you're my husband, right? What the hell is going on? I'm waiting for a reasonable explanation.
So you were at the funeral then? How did you even know where the funeral was taking place?
I looked up all the funeral homes in the town next to ours, and I called them up to see if a woman named Karen around our age was being buried. I ask you again, why are you hosting her funeral? How is Karen your wife? I thought that I was your wife.
I asked you to not come looking for me. Why did you do that? Don't ruin Karen's funeral. This is the last time that I get to be with her.
How can you be angry about this? I'm the one that's livid. This means that you were married to 2 women at the same time. Why am I only finding out about this now?
What?
I got the truth from your relatives at the funeral, so you can't deny anything. Not only were you cheating on me, but Karen was your concubine.
Who told you that? You'd better not have said anything to my relatives to complicate matters.
Like what? I might have mentioned that the person they thought was Karen's husband is actually married to me.
How dare you? Today was supposed to be about Karen.
Karen's family and relatives seemed shocked, but they were holding it together for the funeral. I guess that they'll want to talk to you after the funeral, though.
You ruined the funeral. How could you? I can't believe that this is happening right now.
Don't act like the victim here. I'm the one that wants to shout and scream. You did this to me, and I have every right to be furious with you. I'm filing for a divorce, and you're going to pay me for the damages.
A divorce? Why? Is that necessary?
Do you really have to ask, idiot? You had an affair, and on top of that, you let everyone think that she was your only wife. You've got to be kidding me. But you've made it easy for me. You basically made a public announcement about your affair at the funeral.
It wasn't an affair. Karen really was my wife.
I see. Then I guess our marriage wasn't what I thought it was. I'll never know which marriage meant more to you, but whatever. Now I know that all those late nights in the office and business trips were lies. You were with Karen.
I never lied. This is a big misunderstanding.
I already checked with your office. They say that you always leave the office on time and that your job doesn't require you to go on business trips.
You what?
So stop lying, you asshole. I want the truth. I was stupid enough to think that you were working hard. There were times when you told me that you were working late and had to spend the night at the office. And you had so many business trips. I sat at home thinking that you were really busy with work. I never imagined that you had a whole other life that I didn't know about.
You've got it all wrong. Let's talk about this. Let me explain it to you.
You don't need to say anything. I get it. You're a real piece of shit, and I should have never married you.
Give me a chance to explain myself.
You just want to make excuses and justify your actions. You made it very clear to me today that you are in love with Karen and that the life that I've been living is a big fat lie. Let's end this here. It was nice knowing you.
We are husband and wife. We need to talk about this.
By the way, Karen's family didn't seem to know that you were married to me. I'm sure that they're very upset with you right now, as am I.
How can you do this to Karen's family? They just lost their daughter. And they love me. What are they going to think now? You didn't have to go out of your way to complicate things.
Yes, you said that before, but I have no obligation to listen to you. Karen's family told me that you told them that you couldn't legally marry her because of your religion. I had no idea that you were so religious. Karen's family did not appreciate being lied to like that. I bet that they'll be suing you too.
Why would they sue me? Melanie, you need to calm down. There's no need for you to sue me. We can work this out.
Well, first of all, you need to pay me alimony for lying and cheating on me. And I'm divorcing you ASAP. I can't believe that you were cheating on me this entire time. I'm a fool. And you were telling everyone that Karen was your wife. How could you do this to me? Don't you care enough about me at all? This is all so stupid. It makes me want to laugh.
But Karen's gone now. You have nothing to worry about. You're my only wife now, and I won't do anything to jeopardize that anymore.
How can you tell me not to worry? Karen's death must be so convenient for you right now. You're a monster. Karen might be dead, but you shouldn't disrespect her like this. I've never met her, but I feel sorry for her. Meeting you was the biggest mistake of her life. And you're going to go to hell for what you did to the both of us.
Don't be so dramatic. You need to calm down. We can work out our issues. I'm open to getting some marriage counseling.
There's no need because I'm divorcing you. I won't change my mind. You do remember that you only have your job because my father is on the executive board, right?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm sure that my father wouldn't want you at the same company as him when he finds out what you did to me. He'll fire you for sure.
He wouldn't do that. I can't lose my job over this. What am I going to do? How am I going to pay my living expenses? I've been a good husband to you. You never doubted me until today.
Did you think that you could marry more than one person? What world do you live in? You should move to a country that permits polygamy. I'm divorcing you and getting alimony. That's the least that you could do for me. I won't ever forgive you, and you mean nothing to me now. I'm telling my parents about this, and you'll be fired.
Karen's parents are already upset with me. Do you really need to involve your parents too? I've never seen them so mad. Today would have gone well if you hadn't gotten involved.
How can you try to blame this on me, you dumbass? We all have the right to be mad at you. You did this to us. Own up to it. You don't deserve to have anyone on your side. And you'll lose your job. This is the punishment that you asked for.
Why are you being so harsh? I just lost Karen.
I'm not harsh. You need to deal with this on your own. You should lose everything and become homeless. You can live on a riverside and feed on wild grass.
How can you wish this on me?
How could I not? Goodbye, Harry. I can't wait for you to rot in hell. Harry. They were going to sue him for creating a life with Karen that was based on a big lie. As I had predicted, my father was furious with Harry, and he was fired from his company. Harry had no choice but to pay money to both me and Karen's family, but he was jobless and homeless. It's gonna take him a very long time to pay what is owed to us. But he deserves every bit of it. He shouldn't have messed with either me or Karen in the first place. Now that I'm divorced from Harry, I'm free from all of the pain. I'm glad that I didn't spend the rest of my life being married to a total fraud. I hope that Harry spends the rest of his life regretting his poor choices, and he better pay me alimony no matter how long it takes.